Okay, welcome back. Last time we ascended the Dragon Spiral Tower, and before I go and do anything else, I need to remember to go and pick up Golurk, because I'm going to have to fly as soon as I'm done with this area. So, last time we ascended the Dragon Spiral Tower, and we learned that N has officially befriended Zekrom, and we now need to go and find the Lightstone to befriend Reshiram. So before I go and do anything else, I'm naming Gengar as the star of the show for today's episode. I'm also going to make a quick little change and teach it a new move. And by that, I mean I'm finally teaching it a good secondary move. I'm giving it Earth Power. So this way it has decent coverage for poison types, for electric types, for rock types, for steel types, and for fire types. Basically, it just covers more bases for Gengar and keeps it safe against more options. So, I probably should have got more repels here, to be totally honest, but hey, here we go, off we go. Off we go, back to the desert resort once more. Oh, I mean, realistically, we didn't really spend all that much time here last time. And that's a very minor inconvenience, but hey, that's fine. And I would love to get a Magnemite. Or a Magneton. I would just like to have an electric type. Because... wait, do I have an electric type? Since I lost Electivire, I don't think I ever got another one. Like, I'm pretty sure that I haven't had an electric... yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't had an electric type for most of this game. To be honest, though, like, Empoleon and Meganium have been doing the absolute most for everything in this game. Like, I've had Meganium since... well, I've had both Empoleon and Meganium. Like, Empoleon was just before the first gym, Meganium was just after the first gym. They have kept this run going so much. Like, without them, I think I would have wiped out by now. Well, without them, I feel like I probably would have wiped out a long time ago. To be honest, without Meganium, I think I may have actually wiped out that Sunflora back in the Castelia gym. And let's not think about that Sunflora anymore. Okay, hey Sharon, what's going on? That's the entrance to the Relic Castle. You're impressive, making it here before I did. Dealing with the desert resort's Pokemon took longer than I would have thought it would. I only made it all the way out here thanks to my Pokemon. Aldo went on ahead. Let's hurry. Okay, so while the lower floors of the Relic Castle do have their own unique encounter tables, I'm not going to allow myself another encounter for this area. Okay, off we go. Hello, whatever one of these guys you are. Getsus told us that once again we should test how much power you have. We will see if you can defeat Team Plasma. I mean, I've beaten you guys every time you've put any challenge in front of me. I mean, so far you guys do not have an impressive record. Okay, a Pikachu. I mean, Shadow Ball is probably enough to take this thing out. But hey, I taught it Earth Power, I might as well use Earth Power. So that just wipes out Pikachu in one hit. That crit was absolutely overkill. Munna, I feel okay just Shadow Balling Munna. If it was Mushana, I feel like I would be a little bit more worried about it. Like, if it was Mushana, I'd be a little bit more apprehensive, I think. Okay, and Elekid. Okay, yeah, that can also just get Earth-powered. And with that, I choose to believe that just, like, Earth Power kind of just, like, shot the ground up, and that Elekid kind of just got, like, stuck in the ceiling for a second. Okay, with that, we drop down to quicksand, and away we go. So because we are going to be going ever further down, ever deeper down into the Relic Castle. I don't know words today, man. Anyway. Sorry, did he just say, you, to please my Pokemon, lose? No. Also, while this guy throws out a Shaman, I would like to make a quick note. I don't know if I've mentioned this earlier in the playthrough, but I'm mentioning it now. I'm mentioning it now anyway. Rattled. Okay. Basically, I think I made a mistake while I was setting up the ROM for the randomizer. Basically, every time someone in this game has thrown out a Shaman, or a Giratina, or a Rotom, any Pokemon that has multiple different potential forms, it's always been the base form. I made a mistake on that. I'll put my... I'm just throwing my hands up and saying, that's my bad. And pretty much, it's always just been the base form. It's never been the not the shiny. It's not been the other forms. However, the other forms of Rotom have appeared in the wild. Okay. Okay, thank you, Gengar. Thanks for finally taking out that Shaman. Okay, Gengar hits level 44 and wants to learn Dark Pulse. I'll pass on Dark Pulse, I probably don't need it. I feel like I don't really need Dark Pulse because it does the same thing, and I can just autopilot to Shadow Ball. I don't know why Gyro Ball just hit neutral there, but I don't like that. I'm going to switch out to Empoleon. And also to get rid of the Leech Seed, because Leech Seed is annoying. Also, I say that, I do have access to Leech Seed. It was randomized to, I think it was Thunder Wave. So if I could get a Pokemon that would learn Thunder Wave, I could teach that Leech Seed, which could come in very handy. Leech Seed is kind of broken. Like, in the context of a Nuzlocke, I would always recommend a Pokemon with Leech Seed if you can get one. It is always helpful. I can't think of a single time Leech Seed has let me down in a Nuzlocke context. I don't know, maybe I hit something with Leech Seed and then it died to it while I was trying to get an encounter, but if that happened, that's entirely on me. That's my fault. Anyway, what does this trainer have? One Pokemon, and it is a Banette. Okay. I feel like I should win this. Oh no, that's a Sucker Punch. Okay. Okay. That was closer than I would have liked. I forgot about Sucker Punch. But hey, we won. We got it. Gengar's still alive. Hopefully Gengar will continue to be still alive, because I do not want to lose this Gengar if I can avoid it. Okay. Now then, what is this segment? We have TM06 Zap Cannon. So, the good news, I now have an electric type move that I can teach to basically anything. The bad news, it's Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon, the move that is notoriously unreliable. Notoriously unreliable move, Zap Cannon. Basically, it's strong, I'll give it that. It's like base 100. But also, at the same time, it's like 50 accuracy. It is guaranteed to paralyze if it lands, but again, if it lands. If, like, that's, okay, big crit on that Infernape. That's why it's always kind of paired with Magneton for, like, a lock-on Zap Cannon. But also, at the same time, I don't know, maybe if I get something with No Guard, I could teach it that. Like, I could run that Keldeo and have No Guard. Yeah, I could use that Keldeo and run No Guard Zap Cannon strat. But also, at the same time, I feel like that's maybe a bit of a waste to do. There's also Inferno. Inferno is basically the same thing, only with burns. And is there an attacking move that is, like, guaranteed poison? Or, like, guaranteed sleeper? Anyway, okay, that was a Kecleon. I'm just gonna Earth Power it. Okay, Shadow Sneak does... Okay, Shadow Sneak does a third, so I should be okay. Here. And... Okay, so... I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say, oh, I just hit this thing with Earth Power, then switch out to Empoleon on Meganium and hit it, and that finishes it off. I forgot that I have randomized abilities and that this thing doesn't have color change. Because I feel like it's one of those Pokemon where even if it does... I feel like it's one of those Pokemon where even if you randomize the ability, it should still have its base ability. Kind of like how there's the option... Is it an option or is it just naturally kind of built in that way? Where Shedinja, even when you randomize abilities, always has Wonder Guard. Anyway, and their last Pokemon is a Gastrodon. This thing's probably going to go for Mud Shot or Mud Bomb or something like that. So I'm going to switch out to Meganium and Magical Leaf my way to victory. Never mind, they went for Rain Dance. Honestly, very nice of them to go for Rain Dance, considering we are out here in a desert. But we can just land the Magical Leaf, take out the Gastrodon, and win this battle. And with that Gastrodon... Nope. Meganium hits level 45. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're close to the end of this area as well. That is pretty good. We found a like mail. And I think... Is this the last floor? No, this is the last floor. Now then, let's... Do I want to go over there? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go grab this item. What is it? A fresh water. I mean, hey, you know what? If I was in a desert and found... If I was in the desert and suddenly found a random bottle of fresh water, that would probably be quite a nice thing to come across. I don't know where I am. I now remember where I am. Okay, cool. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I remembered where I was because I basically had the landmark of where the people were. Okay, so we drop down here. We fight these two trainers. And every single time I play this game, I want to say this is a double battle, but it's not. It's two single battles for some reason. And that is scary. That's potentially a problem. So, I didn't heal. Oh, no. Okay, so, contacts. Me summoning the contacts brigade. I'm concerned about this. I'm switching out, actually. Like, straight up, I'm just gonna switch out. I'm switching out because Gengar, I feel like I need a lot. I feel like I really need Gengar to do a whole bunch. And also, on top of that, quite simply, I don't want to risk things if I can avoid it. Metal Claw won't one-shot, so I don't need to... Okay, sets up Safeguard. It sets up Safeguard. We are okay for now. So I'll go for Aqua Jet. Basically, I just need to kind of whittle this down a little bit by bit. The reason why I was so worried about it, though, was basically just the very simple fact that I didn't heal Gengar, and now if I go for... whatchamacallit? If I... Okay, that's a counter. Okay, we're alive. We are alive. I'm not taking any chances, though. I'm setting up Swords Dances and just killing this thing. Okay, goes for another counter. But yeah, pretty much, Gengar had 80 HP, so I wouldn't even be able to go for Nightshade. Because if it Mirror Coated it, it would have just killed Gengar, and I don't really want that to happen. Okay, goes for counter, and now I'm on +6. This should kill. No Destiny Bond. That should finish it off. Fantastic. We have successfully worked around it once again. And you know what? I'm on +6. I feel pretty confident in this one-shot. I'm on +6. Come on. +6, super effective stab. Of course, that one-shot. And Empoleon hits level 46. Very nice. Wants to learn Mist? I will pass on Mist. Thank you very much, game. Like, thanks for the offer, but I will pass on Mist. Now then, let's patch up my Pokemon, because now I feel like I need to patch them up. Because things are looking a little bit risky right about now if I don't. Okay, let's keep going. Gengar's officially back in the fight. Because, I mean, realistically, I don't think I'm going to see a second Wobbuffet back-to-back. But hey, you know, just on the off chance that I do, a Vanillish. will it have it at this level? I'm going to take a turn. I'm going to take a turn and go for Nightshade just to kind of see what he does. Mirror shot. Okay. So, the reason why I went for Nightshade and didn't just go straight for Shadow Ball was because I don't know if I would have one-shot with Shadow Ball. I think I probably would have, but it's good, but it was better for me to not do that, because I know that the Vanillite line gets Mirror Coat, and I don't know if it would have had it at that level, so just for my own safety and for Gengar's safety, I went that way. Okay, down we go, and I think when I'm done with this area. Okay, hey Alder, what's going on? Ooh, I finally caught up. You two, come here. Come to my side. It looks like everyone is here. It seems you're working hard to resurrect Reshiram, the other Dragon-type Pokemon, aren't you? But it appears that the Lightstone you seek is not here. Well then, congratulations are in order. Branch, you were chosen by our king. If you truly desire to keep the world as it is, where Pokemon live alongside people, you must bring the other Dragon-type Pokemon spoken of in legend and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokemon from every person in the world and release them all. Release them, you say? Do Pokemon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokemon from people? What's this? Champion Alder, even though illness took the Pokemon that had been your partner for many years, and you haven't had a serious battle in all that time, even you who ordered the Elite Four to protect the Pokemon League and left to wander the Unova region alone, even a champion like you now wants to protect a world where Pokemon and people live together? Team Plasma's king will show other people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokemon bound. And just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He will give this order: trainers, release your Pokemon. For this, we've prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Zekrom and our king. I won't lose. I'll fight for all the trainers who love their Pokemon, and for all the Pokemon who believe in their trainers. Our king has no interest in you. He is already determined that victory against you is assured. So you stayed behind just to tell me that? Just to make a fool of me? Of course not. But I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope, I really do love to watch that moment. Well then, farewell. I could have just punched him, though. Probably would have been the play. Alder, what are you going to do now? It seems my only choice is to return to the Pokemon League and battle N, but it bothers me to do exactly what gets us wants. More importantly, what should we do about the Lightstone? Alder, why don't we go outside for now? Yes, that's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here. It's hard to put into words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called N possibly want? Could he be trying to prove he's right by winning the Battle of the Two Dragons? And we get a cool little phone call. Branch, hello, Branch. Oh, hey, you picked up. Hey, Branch, what's going on? Come to the museum in Nacrene City immediately. Right away. Got it? I mean, right now. I could hear Professor Juniper's voice from clear over here. Seems like something big is happening. I wonder what's waiting at the museum in Nacrene City. I'll go on ahead. Okay, later, Alder. I'll look around here once more. I don't want to believe what that Getsus guy says. You should head for the museum in Nacrene City. Okay, so let's hop on our Golurk and fly on over there. 10 out of 10, I kind of feel bad reducing Golurk to just that Pokemon I use to fly around. But hey, here we are. Okay, so I have 3 or 4 things left I want to do in this episode. Okay, so here we go. Alder told me what's going on. Branch, you got yourself caught up in something serious, it seems. Is this it? Whoa, isn't that the stone found in the desert resort? Yes, that's right. Right, but is this really a dragon-type Pokemon? Surely. When I investigated the Dragon Spiral Tower, I found elements that were dated to the same era as this Lightstone. I looked into that. Impressive as always. But, you know, we're lucky, because if Team Plasma noticed that old stone that time... That's a good point. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the Dragon Skull so they could revive the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. If you would, Branch, take this. Wait a moment. If you take this Lightstone, that means you'll be the one to battle N if anything happens to me. Are you really okay with that? Yes. I understand. You're determined to take on this duty. And here it is. Prepare yourself. Be strong. I see. If things don't go as planned, you'll use this Lightstone. You'll protect the true future for us and for Pokemon. We're counting on you. Please take care of yourself. So with that, we now have the Lightstone. So, how do we wake the Dragon-type Pokemon from the stone then? That's it! We've got them, don't we? Aha! Yes, we've got those two. Branch, go to Opelucid City. The gym leader of that city uses Dragon-type Pokemon. The gym leader could know something. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Until then. Okay, later, Alder. That's right! Opelucid City's Drayden might know something. Hey, Branch, never forget that you always have Pokemon right by your side. I'm going to head back to the lab and do some research. I'll see if I can uncover what kinds of beings these legendary Dragon-type Pokemon are, and if there's any way to awaken them. Don't worry. If we have something for you, we'll come running to find you. Oh, this sounds real serious. That's about all I got out of it. You know, Opelucid City, when you leave from Isserus, and like cross the Tube Line Bridge, it's on the other side. I'm not that great with directions, so if you need more, check your town map, okay? Fortunately for me, I know the Unova region pretty well when it comes to getting around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple of little detours before I make my way towards Opelucid City. So, first things first, I'm going over to Driftvale City to get my encounter here. Because now that I have access to Surf, I can kind of just surf in the city and get an encounter. I'm also going to stock up on some more repels, because I will more than likely need them. Okay, so I'm going to get my encounter here, and I'm going to get my encounter in Mistralton Cave. And then I'll make my way towards Opelucid City. So pretty much, I'll make my way into Opelucid City, and then I'll probably be challenging the gym in the next episode. I feel like that's currently the plan, and I went the wrong way. I was going back towards the gym. Do I want to... Yeah, you know what? Let's use the spot. See what this is. Our encounter for Driftvale City is... a Purugly. Huh. Okay. I mean... I'm not... I don't know. I've never used a Purugly before. Like, it could be good, it could be bad. I genuinely don't really know. I know that it's weirdly fast. Like, I know Purugly is a Pokemon that's weirdly fast. Like, it's way faster than it has any right to be. However, apparently it also just doesn't really want to stay in the ball, because, hey, sometimes the game just doesn't like me very much. But hey, that's on brand. 1. Purugly, please just work with me. I will switch out to Meganium and let this thing effectively just hit itself in the head a few times with the Rocky Helmet damage, and then we should be okay. So it's shown Scratch, Growl. Scratch, Growl, Fake Out. It probably has Fury swipes. That'd be my guess for its last move. For its last move, I'm going to guess it's either Fury... Never mind, it has Hypnosis. I always forget that Purugly gets Hypnosis. Anyway, maybe it's because its tail is kind of spirally. Maybe that's how it gets Hypnosis. 1, 2, 3... Game, please just work with. Because I can't really attack this thing. I could switch to Golurk, actually. That actually is the play. I can switch to Golurk and attack this thing. Because it only has normal moves, it can't hit me. Yeah, it can't hit me. But I can use Fly. I can use Fly to get a little bit of damage out. Because I don't foresee a world where this one-shots. If I'd critted it, probably would have one-shot, wouldn't it? On the plus side, though, this Perugly is now on half health, so I should be okay. I could have gone for rollout, but also, you know, if I do that, I lock myself in for 5 full turns, potentially. And by the end, I feel like it would have knocked out the Perugly. But hey, we now have a Perugly. Okay, so let's have a quick look-see at what this has. So, Perugly is... That's the wrong one. Perugly lacks nature, it has Hypercutter. Okay, so you can't lower its attack stat. Interesting. Okay, so there's a Paralyze heal out on this Lighthouse. I feel like there's another Lighthouse in a Pokemon game. Like, I feel like you can surf out to a Lighthouse in Sun and Moon, and I think there's a TM there. I want to say it's for Shadow Ball. Like, I feel pretty confident in saying it's Shadow Ball. Yeah, I think it's Shadow Ball's TM, because it's right next to the abandoned Mega Mart, where you do a Cerula's trial, where you fight the Totem Mimikyu. And, you know, makes perfect sense why they would put a super good Ghost move TM right next to the Ghost trial. Honestly, I do kind of want to play Sun and Moon again. I know I will at some point. I know I'll play it on the channel at some point. Who knows, maybe playing it on an emulator with better game speed and game flow will make me like the game more. Okay, TM12, U-Turn. That's actually huge. Because a lot, and I mean a lot of Pokemon learn Taunt. And Taunt is... well, Taunt is normally TM12. So that is actually super helpful. I can get a lot of use out of that. There's definitely a few Pokemon, especially Dark types, that I could get a lot of use out of that with. Also, this is my way of saying, hey, game, if you want to just, if you want to be real nice to me today and just give me a Weavile, like, you can give me a Sneasel, and I'll train that up. But, yeah, if you just want to give me a Sneasel or a Weavile, I will happily train that. Because I could teach that U-Turn, I could teach it... like, I could have, I don't know, Earthquake, U-Turn, a couple of other moves. Like, I could have potentially a really strong Weavile. I would love to get a Weavile. Okay, so, off we go into the Mistralton Cave. I will need to come back here at a later time. I'm just mentioning that right now. I will have to come back here at a later time. Because right now, I'm just here to pretty much get the encounter. Okay, Repel wears off. Our encounter is... and for one time I actively want an encounter, just nothing's turning up. Our encounter is... a Trico? Okay, that's a potential Sceptile. That's kinda huge. Like, Sceptile could be really good. However, this does mean I now need to attempt to catch a starter Pokemon. And catching a starter Pokemon can be a little bit of a pain. It's level 31. It should be able to take a Nightshade, though. If this thing can't take a Nightshade at level 30, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay. Hang on, wait. That's... I just had a horrible realization. I'm catching this at level 31. I'm pretty sure Grovyle gets Leaf Blade at, like, high 20s. I think I've missed Leaf Blade. Like, I'm pretty sure I've already missed Leaf Blade. Unless it just naturally learns as soon as it evolves into Sceptile. But that isn't ideal, not gonna lie. Okay, I will have to come back there at a later time because Cobalion normally turns up in there. Well, I say normally turns up. Cobalion turns up in there. Obviously, Cobalion itself will be randomized, but I'll be saving that for another time. I might come back there and do some training in that cave at a later time. or in between episodes at some point. But hey, I will find out about that if I decide to do that. Because basically all I know is I need to come back to Mr. Alton Cave at some point in the future. Now then, let's put this, let's put Golurk in the PC, let's put Perugly in the PC, and check out this Trico. Flame-a-body Trico, okay. Okay, so Trico goes there, Perugly goes here, Golurk goes here. I know I have a rival fight coming up. Do I want to bring something else? No, I'll leave it. I was gonna say maybe I'll bring Basculin just as like a potential, as a potential thing to sack. But no, I'll stick with what I have, I think. Now then, what do I want to do about item? Can I give Aggron anything? I mean, I say that, I'm still going in blind. I don't really know what I'd be dealing with. Honestly, a Scarf might not be a bad play. I'll go with the Choice Scarf. I feel like it's maybe a questionable one because Aggron is still very slow. But hey, you know what? If I have misplayed and it gets one of my Pokemon killed, that's on me. Okay, now let's just make our way across here, and then we have one more major battle, and then we're done for today's episode. Like, we have a battle with Bianca, when we are going on towards the bridge. Then we cross the bridge, cross Route 9, go into Opelucid City. I believe Getsus has another speech, and that's when I'll end off the episode. And then in the next episode will be our final gym, where hopefully I don't lose anything. Hopefully I don't lose, period. Because I would quite like to win the game. I would quite like to not have a giant L I'll put next to me, you know? Okay, this lady gives you the Icy Rock, the Smooth Rock, the Damp Rock, or the Heat Rock, depending on what time of day you talk to her. And they basically just make Sunny Day, Rain Dance, Hail, and Sandstorm last longer. Okay, hi Bianca. Okay, so now we have another rival fight. As I've been traveling lately, I've been thinking about things. Things like what I can do with my life and what I want to do. But I'm thinking about how cool it would be to be a model like Elisa, and how cool it would be to do research on Pokemon like Professor Juniper. And if that's what I want to do, I'm gonna have to know a lot about Pokemon. And so, would you please have a battle with me? I mean, look. Now, all I'm saying, if you manage to do both, you probably get a lot of money out of that, you know? Like, you know, I feel like if you were both an incredibly talented researcher and an incredibly popular model, you probably get a lot of money coming in. Okay, I am not taking any chances on this. I'm just gonna switch out to Empoleon, because I know Empoleon will resist anything that this Tentacruel can throw at me. Okay, it sets up a barrier. That's a minor inconvenience, because that is +2 physical defense. I know I have Earth Power, but I know that I have Earth Power on Gengar, but at the same time, I don't want Gengar to take all that much damage if I can avoid it. And on top of that... Okay, we got a big crit there. So let's see what we can get out of this. Water Pulse. Hopefully no confusion. No confusion would be very nice. I don't know why I talk. Like, why do I bother speaking sometimes? Okay, so... if I can get one little hit... Like, I feel pretty confident on saying Earth Power should do at least a third. Like, at least a third, maybe half. Empoleon is a lot lower than I would like it to be, so I'm gonna switch out to Meganium now. Okay, I'm switching out to Meganium. We tank a Water Pulse, that's fine. I feel like Tentacruel at this level almost certainly has Poison Jab. It almost certainly has Poison Jab, and it'll see that on Meganium and click it. So we switch out to Gengar, tank the Poison Jab, we take 15 damage, we can't get poisoned, and now I Earth Power for the win, hopefully. I don't know, big crit? Do I see a big crit? I do not see a big crit. And that is an Enigma Berry, and they set up another barrier. Okay, that's fine. Because they are now on +6 physical defense, but I'm hitting them special. But I'm hitting them on the special defense, so I should be okay. Okay, so Tentacruel is down. What is up next? Up next is a Nidoking. What'll this thing have? It probably has Thrash. Probably has... Does it have a ground move? I don't know if it does. Gengar can't be switched out. Does it have Shadow Tag or something? Like, why can't I... It must have Arena Trap or something, because I can't switch out. And my Arena Trap doesn't stop me from switching out. Okay. I'm just gonna click Earth Power and hope for the best. That did a lot. No! That's gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, so I lose my Gengar. Empoleon should be able to come in and clean this up. I feel like Aqua Jet should be enough to finish this off from here. Like, that's, what, 20%? That should work. Okay, we take out the Nidoking. But, man, losing Gengar is huge. Okay, this'll probably go for a grass move, so I'll switch out to Meganium. And then I can just tank whatever he throws at me. Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade. Oh! Okay, that was a crit. It misses the Slam. I set up the Reflect. Now I can go for a Synthesis. And we should be okay, because I'll be back on full health. And now I can just Magical Leaf my way to victory. Although, switching to Aggron would probably be a better play. Switching to Aggron and going for Iron Head would probably be a better play, but hey, I feel like I'm committed on it now. But also, will she heal? She probably heals here, doesn't she? She does indeed heal. Okay, yeah, I feel like going out to Aggron might be the play. Going out to Aggron may be the move. So, let's do just that and switch out to Aggron. Because I don't imagine this Sceptile has anything amazing going on in terms of its physical attack stat. So we switch out to Aggron. It goes for Screech. So, that should... Okay, goes for double Screech. So I'll switch back out to Meganium next turn. Iron Head, this is Stab. That's Stab with adaptability, so we get a lot of damage out there. Now I go out to Meganium. I go back out to Meganium. She might heal again. She does indeed heal again. She heals again, but that's not too big of a deal, because now I can go back out to Aggron again. I don't need to worry about it, because I'm no longer affected by the double Screech. And then I can just Iron Head my way to victory. Slam misses. She probably... Okay, she does indeed go for Leaf Blade. We tank that. Honestly, that did about a quarter. That's pretty respectable, to be fair. Because Aggron is very much a physically defensive Pokemon. And her last Pokemon is a Gigalith. I am switching out here because this thing probably has Earthquake. Probably has Earthquake or Stone Edge or something. I'm going to guess Earthquake. Okay, it sets up a Sandstorm. That's up the Sandstorm, but we should be okay. I will set up... Okay, I was going to click Reflect, but I guess I just didn't hit down, so we're just going for Magical Leaf. Rock Slide. Oh, that's going to be it. Oh... That's not great. I will Synthesis. Both. Actually, because of the Sandstorm, the effect might be diminished a bit. Yeah, the effect was definitely diminished there. No. Okay, Meganium lives on too. Meganium, get out of there. Meganium, get out of there! Okay, we go back out to Empoleon, and we tank whatever it throws at me, and then I surf to victory. I could have gone for Ironhead with adaptability on Aggron, but at the same time, Surf is probably guaranteed to do more damage because of the special attack stat versus Gigalip's weak special defense. But hey, we won! Pokemon on both sides tried so hard, didn't they? Yes, you killed my Gengar. Yep, you're amazing. I'm really impressed. That's not what makes me want to give you this to you. A full restore. That won't revive my Gengar, but okay. In Castelia City, my precious Pokemon was stolen by Team Plasma, so I really understand. If Team Plasma forces everyone to liberate their Pokemon, there'll be nothing but sad people. So you have to stop Team Plasma. Don't allow Pokemon to be stolen from trainers who love them. I think that's the truth or ideal that you've been pursuing. Oh dear, here I've come all this way and I'm afraid I'm bothering you when you're going through so much. All I wanted was to help you relax. Knowing you, you'll be fine. Definitely. You'll totally be fine. I guarantee it. Anyway, you know what I mean. Yeah, so, bye-bye. Okay, later, Bianca. Okay. Now, then, let's patch up a living Pokemon. Because, I mean, Aggron's doing just fine. Meganium and Empoleon got beaten up a bit, and man, I am upset about losing Gengar. But hey, we live and learn, I guess. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow, and so on and so forth. I've never actually played Sonic Adventure 2 all the way through. I've played the first level. That's all I've ever played of Sonic Adventure 2. Hey, you. It's just my opinion, but it's best if you avoid this area on weekend evenings. The brats who live around here often get up to something stupid. And this girl gives us a TM. So let's quickly talk to her and get this TM. And also, I love how you see just this ominous... Like, you can clearly see there's someone stood there, and it's ominous until you get close. When I was... Okay, so this is a TM. TM 43, Pluck. So secret power is Pluck, okay. Normally that's TM 50... 55, I think, or something. Normally it's Flame Charge. And here is Gatsus. Just waiting out here. Come. Gatsus, we brought the one you wanted. That was so pointless. Excellent. It seems that you've obtained the Light Stone. I congratulate you on a job well done. It is my Lord N's thought that the two holders of the legendary Pokemon should put their beliefs on the line and strive to find which is the true hero. This is not necessary, however. From his infancy, I provided him with the education required to become the hero of legend. Indeed, he has been so acknowledged by... Yes, he's been so acknowledged by the legendary Pokemon. Such purity of purpose is his. The liberation of Pokemon of which Team Plasma speaks, is the separation of Pokemon from foolish people. That's the truth. All trainers will become helpless to resist us. We alone will be able to use Pokemon. The preparations are complete. And my perfect plan is set in motion, first a few gullible Pokemon trainers who are unable to resist Team Plasma will release their Pokemon. Then that number will be 100. Then 1,000. In no time, even the gym leaders and champion will be unable to fight us. Having a Pokemon will be considered a bad thing. Even people like sad little Bianca, whose Pokemon was stolen in Castelia, will be unable to face public opinion and will release their Pokemon. That's the kind of world we'll make. You may have the stone, but there's no chance whatsoever that the legendary Pokemon will accept you as the hero. So, if you're not willing to hand over your precious Pokemon, I suggest you search for some courage, because you're going to need it. Bro really just stood on basically a bridge, waited for me to turn up, and just threatened me. Fair enough. Fair play to him. Okay, so... Okay, they're just talking about the mall, and they're talking about shopping mall Route 9. Also, we got a TM here. And here's the pitch! Sorry, it's the pitcher Rose's first pitch. TM 56, Trump card. Okay, kind of useless move, but okay. So normally that's TM 56, Fling. Now, let's try to dodge... can. Like, I want to dodge these people if I can. Okay, fantastic. Let's go into this mall and see what we can buy. Okay, so let's see what we can get, because these should all be unique stores, I think. Jacoba Berry, Blue Shard, Odd Keystone. I can buy Rocky Helmets. I can buy Gold Gattos. Okay, nothing amazing here. But hey, that's fine. We have plenty of other stores available, I think. I think there's a TM. Yeah, these are the TMs. Fire Punch and Twin Needle. I know those are Hyper Beam and Giga Impact, so they are very expensive. I can just buy Choice Scarfs, okay. I can buy a Razor Fang. Oh, I can buy Rage Candy Bars. That could come in handy. Actually, I'm going to buy 4 of those because I know I get given one for free. So let's just buy 4 of those for my own convenience. Okay, now then. What do these sell? Anything? Can I get anything good here? Berries. I can buy Focus Bands and Castelia Cones, but nothing too helpful. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed by this area. I could get a Burn Drive. I actually had a kind of awful realization. I gained access to, like, I have 3 Douse Drives. I think I found one or 2 of the other drives as well. And then I finally caught a Genesect. And then I had a horrible, awful realization. Finding the drives was pointless. I can't get Technoblast. Okay, my encounter for Route 9 is a Licky Licky. Huh. Okay. I feel like I've had so many Pokemon in this game where my initial reaction to seeing them is just, huh. Like, kind of just a, okay, but why? I mean, hey, there's definitely worse Pokemon I could have had, but... I mean, Licky Licky would have never been my first pick, but hey, let's catch it regardless. But yeah, basically, because Technoblast is a level 1 move for Genesect, and it isn't one that it learns again by level up, I don't have access to Heart Scales. Like, I haven't had access to Heart Scales in any of my shops so far, so effectively having all of the drives for Genesect ultimately feels a little bit pointless right now. I mean, I could walk into any given Pokemart and they could sell me Heart Scales. I would love for that to happen, because I kinda need them. But okay, hey, we now have a Licky Licky. Not exactly my first choice, but let's have a look, see what it has going for it. It is Lax Nature with Liquid Ooze. Ew. Okay, what else could I have had on this route? I could have had... I could have had a Gator. I could have just had Gator. I could have had a Gator. But no. Licky Licky. Could have been a Gator. But no. Licky Licky. It could have been an Articuno. But no. Licky Licky. Articuno with Sandstream. Also, if I'd found an Articuno that had Snow Warning, that could have been kinda sick. Okay, what else could I have had here? Okay, Mightyena. I think Licky Licky clears Mightyena, because this has Sandstorm. Okay, Airlock. I'm pretty sure I've seen one earlier in the game that had Sandstream as well. I guess in this world, we just have... just weather controlling Mightyenas, I suppose. Okay, let's see what we could have found in the Doubles Grass. Watch as this will be something insane. Okay, nothing too crazy. Scolipede and Sudowoodo. I mean, hey, those are still 2 pretty good Pokemon. Like, I could get use out of Scolipede and Sudowoodo. Okay, we found a Rock Gem. Down there is Challenger's Cave. Challenger's Cave, I mean, it's an area. It exists. It's post-game only. Okay, yeah, I would definitely have preferred the Licky Licky over 2 Panpaws. Like, sorry, like, no offense meant to Panpour or Simipour, but, like, if I had to pick one of the elemental monkeys to have, I would have wanted to have had, like, Pansear. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that I could have... Like, if it hadn't shown me the Gator directly after, I wouldn't feel as disappointed. But I could have had a Braviary. It's just the fact that it's showing me all these kind of insanely good Pokemon just directly after. Like, hey, you got the Licky, cool. You could have had a Feraligatr. You could have had a Noctuno. You could have had a Braviary. Like, don't show me these. Because I haven't seen another Licky. I assume Licky must have been a rare encounter. But hey, that's just the nature of a randomizer. If I was playing the game normally, like if this wasn't randomized, if I was playing the game normally and it wasn't randomized, ideally out here I think I would want to find a Pawniard. Because out here normally you can find Pawniard, you can find either Duosion or Gothorita, you can find Garbodor. Like there's a couple of Pokemon out here. Okay, off we go into Opelucid City. I'm going to do this initial bit, and then I'm going to save and end off the episode. Hello, this way. Okay, we have one more Ghetsis speech to listen to. Ghetsis, what a liar. Desperately trying to con everyone with his speech. That's correct. Our Lord N has combined his power with the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon, and intends to create a new world. We herald the return of the hero of Unova, founder of this region. Pokemon are different from people. They are living beings who contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. They are beings whose greatness we should acknowledge, beings who should be freed from our oppression. We, Team Plasma, invite you to join us. We all want to create a new world where Pokemon and people are both free. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now, please, release your Pokemon. And so, I end my plea to you today. Thank you, one and all, for your attention. Okay, so with that they leave. Also, you can tell who the important characters are here. Is it true? Have we been making Pokemon suffer? Maybe we should release our Pokemon like Team Plasma says. No way, without Pokemon I'll be lonely and sad. Valid. What was that about? That speech was off the charts strange. The cooperation of people and Pokemon is how Unova came to exist to begin with. If a Pokemon really didn't want anything to do with humans, it would simply leave. Capturing a Pokemon in a Pokeball doesn't mean you've captured its heart. Okay, let's go. It's been a while, Drayden and Iris. I said that the other way around, anyway. Oh, Mr. Elder, and that guy who helped out that one time. What's wrong? What does the wandering champion who left the Pokemon League need from us? Briefly, my request is this. Tell us about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Are you talking about Zekrom or Reshiram? What's the sudden interest? Moments ago, a troublemaker known as Ghetsis was here. He said a trainer named N has reawakened Zekrom. Yes, that trainer called N apparently told Frenchia to search for the other Dragon-type Pokemon. Let me check that I have this straight. This N, or what have you, presumes to set the two Dragon-type Pokemon against each other in battle to test his convictions? Oh no, the Dragon-type Pokemon get along so well. That's right, ones who make Pokemon on battle are the trainers. And so it's the trainers and the Pokemon. And it's so the trainers and Pokemon can get to know each other better. I'm going to the Pokemon. No, I guess in this case I should say I'm returning to the Pokemon League. Of course, I'll defeat N. I'll teach him about the beauty of this world where Pokemon and trainers live together in harmony. Also, I'll await your arrival. Once you've obtained the Opelucid badge, come to the League. The Opelucid gym leader's tough though. Take care. Farewell, I'm counting on you two. Oh, he's gone. Is he okay? He looked kinda scary. Don't worry. He's the strongest trainer in all of Unova. Well, branch is it? Come to my home. As Alda asked, I'll tell you everything I can about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Show him the way. You bet, if it's Opelucid City, I can take you anywhere. As for the story of Zekrom and Reshiram, we'll tell you all we know about it. This way. That way. Okay, I'm gonna go and heal and end off today's episode, because we are getting close to an hour. But first, let's see what this store has for us. Please show me heart scales. Those are not heart scales. I think I've already had the old Ember somewhere. I might be wrong. I'll double check. Like, I'll have to double check, but I think I have had the old Ember before. And if that's the case, hey, that is another... And if that's the case, that is another dupe, which would mean another token, so I could be able to go and catch more Pokemon. Okay, so Licky Licky can go into the box, and Gengar can go into the death box. This death box. So sad. Like, I mention it every single time I come through here, but like, man, I have lost some powerhouse Pokemon over the course of this game. But anyway, so I'm going to end off today's episode here. This should be a Thursday episode, I think. Wait, is it? Yes, this should be a Thursday episode. So Capsule Monster Coliseum should be continuing tomorrow, and maybe next week? No, I think it'll be like the week after I'd be taking on the Pokemon League. Anyway, Capsule Monster Coliseum should be continuing tomorrow. I'm going to end off today's episode here, and the next episode of Pokemon will be on Monday. So, as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow for more Capsule Monster Coliseum, or on Monday for more Pokemon. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.